Hello, YouTube. This is Don Freeman, Donnie D, coming at you. Breezy sometimes. Coming at you. Wanted to talk about some things that happened this week. I'm kind of late this week. Had a lot of stuff going on. I had to do a lot of work, fix some vehicles, and still looking at what's going on. You see, this week we had things like CPI, things like earnings week, the job report, and then here comes I forget the company, but one company downgraded the U.S. dollar this week, and that tried to mess everything up, and so that's where we're at right now. And so I'm looking at this like, that's crazy. That's all outside pressure trying to destroy the stock market at the beginning of, kind of beginning halfway through the third quarter. And then Apple had what to me was a relatively good earnings call, but the market didn't like it, and so they downgraded. But that's what I wanted to talk about in this video, is that I had the Apple Yield Max last month. The reported dividend was 63 cents, and now the reported dividend for this month, after all that mess, it came down early. Usually they do it on the 6th of the month. It came down early, and so it came down on today, which is the 4th. I think it actually came down yesterday, but it reported like 55 cents. Okay, that's a little bit of a pullback, a little bit of a downgrade, but 55 cents a share is actually a great pull. I have no qualms with that. That's okay. Things happen, but this month I got up to 50 shares, and so after the fact, I'm looking at getting $27.70, almost $28. There's nothing wrong with that with me. I like that. And so that's one thing I want to talk about. Also talked with one of my buddies, and he wanted to, just reiterate to me that when you're doing these videos, always remind people, this is not advice. This is not financial advice. I'm not telling you what to buy. This is just entertainment only, which, periodically I say that. But, he's right. But I don't think I've ever had a video telling you anything exactly what to buy. I'm out here telling you guys things I buy, assets I buy, things I'm trying to buy that's going to give me a little extra cash flow. Because maybe the first video where he was talking about you need a disclaimer is one of the first videos I probably told you guys, people in general, minorities, black people, everybody, we need other investments. You need some assets that's going to pay you, do something for you. And so, as a disclaimer, I'm not telling you what to buy. I'm not telling you you should buy anything, because investing has risk. Investing always has risk that you may make money or you may lose money. But, that's the disclaimer. Me personally, I'm just telling you some of my results. And so one of the results I wanted to tell you was last month I had some of my last end of the month dividends, and my Orchard Island, Orchard, what's the name of that? I want to say that's Orchid Island Capital. I got 736 out of that. My Devo, I got 1170. My YYY, I got 2988. And then going into the 1st of August, which it should have been in July, I got $18.16. I mean $18.16, which was all good. And so, you couple that with the fact that I'm gonna get, $27 with the Apple Yield Max. That's all great. And so I just want to, reflect on that. Those are some of the things that I'm going to be continuing to buy. I'm already if I'm getting 27 on the Apple Yield Max, I'm already compounding. I'm already getting enough to buy another one. Plus, another $5-6 to put somewhere else. And so I'm already compounding on that. And depending on what I want to do. But like I said, if I'm getting $29 from the YYY, I'm definitely compounding on that, because that the price of that stock is around $10, $11. So I can buy 2 to 3 of those, which are, great compounding. If I'm getting $11 from Devo, it's not compounding Devo. Devo's at around like 36, 37, but I'm able to buy another stock. If I'm getting 736 out of the Orchid Island Capital, that's a good amount. It's close to buying another stock. And so that's one thing I want to talk about, which a lot of YouTubers do. They talk about at the beginning of the month, beginning of the month, end of the month, talking about the yields they're getting, some of the payouts they're getting. And so that's one thing I wanted to bring up. I also want to bring up the fact that I got a lot of friends who, are watching my videos, and, thank you. Kudos to you. But I wanted to make sure that they understand that it's a grind. You got to continue to build. This is getting into close to my, I want to say, 3rd year, because I started in May. Around May, I've done like 2 and maybe 3-4 months. So I'm going into 3 years of this. I've had problems, like I said. I've pulled back money so I can pay for hospital bills and other things, but I'm still at the point where I'm back up to, $11,300-ish, even though today was a pullback because of all the downgrades on the dollar, and downgrades when it comes to other pressure, jobs report, other companies having bad reports. So, that's where we're at right now. And I just wanted to make sure I did a video because I usually do one every week, but I'm actually a week behind right now. It's a Friday, so really I should be doing another video tomorrow, which I may do. I may go down to the library and do another video, but I just wanted to put that on y'all. It's getting dark out here, and being out here at Clark State, there's people still out here walking around. But yeah, it's getting dark out here. I just want to put that out on y'all guys, and there's not a lot to talk about. I watch CNBC, and they always bring up a lot of good points about different things going on. They were all on top of the earnings on Apple, Amazon, and that's one thing I want to bring up. There's a new Amazon Yield Max. So anybody out there, they have Tesla, ARK, ETF Yield Max. They have, just like the Apple. And now they got an Amazon. There's another one. I forget the name of it. But now they got, several Yield Max. They may have a Microsoft Yield Max. But the Yield Maxes are really helping with the options that they do on an individual individual stock. And so that's very helpful. I'm sticking with Apple because Apple is a nice, stable company. Tesla's Yield Max pays a very pretty penny. Actually, I need to tell you, I own Tesla on my Webull account. Only 2 stocks so far, just because it should, be a bigger yield than anything else I own in my Webull account. And, it's looking to pay me 88 cents, 83 cents, something like that. And so this month I'm going to get $1.66. Okay, which is not a lot of money, but if I slowly add to it by the end of the year, if I bought one every month by the end of the year, I might be actually getting enough to compound on one of my stocks. Buy one of my stocks every month, and then my Webull account, which right now is not a lot. I think it's only like $300. But I bought my Webull account just so I can, look at the charts. And then if anybody said, hey, I want to get a link to a Webull and start using Webull, well, I got a Webull account so I can give you the link. So that's what that's for. And I just wanted to make sure you guys knew that. So that's the disclaimer. I don't tell you guys which brokerage account to use. There's so many brokerage accounts, but what I do is I use a brokerage account like Robinhood, like Webull, to where I can do stuff I want to do by myself without needing input from any advisor, and just do it. And another thing I wanted to talk about is people talk about, well, what about the taxes and all that stuff? I don't worry about that. Matter of fact, I don't worry about it. I just got on one of my stocks, my 1897 holdings. It seems like they turned that into a limited partnership. And so we're past tax season, and it sent me some forms 2 days in a row talking about these are K1 forms, which I would think, if I can remember right, I'm thinking those might be limited partnership forms that you need to file. on your taxes. So I'm gonna have to look into it. I'm gonna keep you posted. I'm gonna have to look into that, but I'm not worried about that. It is what it is. I'm still in the low brackets. You know, like I said, if I'm getting over $100 right now, I'm thinking I'm getting over $100 a month in dividends, which is only like 1,200 at the end of the year. As you know, this is August. By the end of the year, I might be pulling, maybe 120, depending on where I put the money in. At the end of the year, a yearly dividend might be 1,200, 1,300, or even more. But those are some of the things I wanted to put on you guys. Tell everybody. It's getting dark out here now. But yeah, I just wanted to put that on you guys. There's a lot of stuff in the news that I could have talked about. It's a Friday night. I could have been watching women's, which I've been doing. I've been watching women's World Cup. U.S. is still in there. I've been yelling at the TV because I love watching soccer. But yeah, that's where we're at right now. Let me get out of here. Like and subscribe if you like the content. If you don't like it, hit the don't like. It doesn't affect me. But put a comment in there and give me some advice. Tell me what you want to see. Remember, I got a playlist. If you go to my YouTube site, Donald Freeman 239, I got a playlist where you can look at other YouTubers who are doing, some of the same things. They got charts. They show you, they got a lot more money than me, but they show you their monthly dividend payouts. I got one guy who's showing you their option plays, and I got an option play that I started, my first option play, which is a no nothing dividend, not dividend paying stock, but they cut their dividend. But I got a no nothing penny stock that I did a covered call on, and the premium was $5. But I put the date out to August 18th, so I got another week and a half before everything's finalized. But I don't see it making a jump to where I have to sell. But that's my first option. I'm trying options. I want y'all to know that I'm gonna give you more information when I do options. And yeah, like and subscribe, follow me on the channel, and give me comments, and I will respond to you. And keep up. I'm out.